Hi, welcome back to my channel. We're now on day 6 of Inktober and today's prompt is golden. Now, golden seems like an easy prompt because you can basically draw anything and make it golden. And I decided I want to draw a golden dragon. I looked up a few reference images and I found this really sleek looking kind of dragon sitting on a cliff, and I really wanted to draw that, so that's what I'm gonna try. I recently had a scrawlrbox that had a similar sort of prompt challenge. The box contained a set of graphite pencils and a gold pen. And it was really interesting combination to use actually, so I decided I'm going to try and do that here again, only I'm not going to use scrawlrbox supplies because I went to Caran D'Ache for something not too long ago and they gave out goodie bags, and the goodie bag had a bottle of gold ink that I still haven't tried yet. I think it was Liquitex. But yeah, so I'm really looking forward to trying that, and it looked like it was really golden. I'm hoping it comes out. I'm doing an outline with a fine liner because I want it to stand out against the background, and I'm hoping that I'll be able to see the lines through the gold ink just to give me an indication where everything is, because it'll probably paint over most of it, but hoping that it'll sort of kind of show through the lines. And then once the dragon is painted gold, I'm planning to do all the details and just in pencil, giving it like shadows and stuff. So this is the ink, and it's got a little dropper, but I'm going to try painting it on before I try dripping it on because I'm not sure quite how liquid it is. It spreads quite nicely and it's a lot more translucent than I thought it was going to be, so this might actually want a second coat. I know I said I was hoping the lines would show through, but I was actually hoping it would be more golden than this. But yeah, the second coat is actually coming on quite nice. It is starting to look more golden. I didn't actually let it dry properly before putting on the second coat, but I think it is acrylic base, so it should dry quite quickly. For the background, I'm using this Tiff Blue by Culture Hustle. It's a matte finish acrylic paint, and I'm laying it on quite thick without diluting it at all because I want the background to look quite flat and just give a nice contrast to the gold of the dragon. And it's sitting on some kind of rock or cliff edge or something, so I'm just filling it in grey with an alcohol marker. And I'm doing a shadow in this area with an alcohol marker as well, but the shadows in the dragon are just going to be with pencils. These are Caran D'Ache pencils, and they're tinted graphite, so they have one is a greenish tint and one is a reddish tint, and I'm using the reddish tint on the dragon right now. I haven't I don't know, I pulled out both because I wasn't sure if I would want both, but I think I'm just going with the reddish tint for most of the shadows here. I thought green would match the gold, but I actually think that the red gives it a nice warmth in the shadows, and I think it matches the gold as well quite nicely. For the most part, it just looks like graphite anyway. There's the tint is only kind of visible when you actually put it on plain paper, but I think it still has that effect. And I can't believe I've never tried this technique until I got the scrawlrbox with the pencils and the gold, but I think it works so magically, so I'm definitely going to be using this again. I quite like it. I have a couple of other different bottles of gold that I want to try this out on, so it should be fun. Adding shadows makes so much difference to any drawing, and in this case I think it's actually making the gold look more gold. I think this is unlike any dragon I've ever drawn before. It looks less reptilian and more mammalian, if I can put it that way. But just something about that seemed more suitable to its shiny gold skin. I don't know, I quite like it. It's different, let's put it that way. Well, this is my Inktober Day 6 drawing for Golden, a golden dragon. Just adding a few finishing touches. I don't know if this ever happens to you, but just when I think I'm finished, I see something that needs fixing. And now for the Scrawltober drawing. Day 6 prompt is light. And I usually love drawing light, but it's not something I kind of draw specifically. It's usually part of a drawing, part of the background for something. So my idea is to have these kind of massive, thick, dark clouds and just have light coming through them, both up and down. And because I want the clouds to be quite dark, there's a sort of like outline around them that's brilliant white. So I've covered it with masking fluid, and I'm using watercolors. These are Daniel Smith. I've wet the page with a sponge and then put down the sky color and then wiped some of it off in all directions, so it looks like the rays are just spreading out everywhere, leaving that bit of sky quite light. And that gives a nice contrast to the dark clouds, because I want the clouds to be really dark. And then the light in the top is kind of white tinted, and the light in the bottom is a little bit yellow tinted. And I'm giving it just a hint of a kind of landscape in the bottom, just to show that it's above, you know, the earth, the ground, whatever. Now I'm trying to deepen the color at the bottom of the clouds and then dab in the top part and trying to kind of fade it upwards towards the light source. Now as I'm removing the masking fluid, I can see that it wants a little bit more than to just be left white. So I'm giving it a hint of yellow to the side just to kind of make it look like it's all part of the same, you know, light somewhere, like there's a sun somewhere behind those dark clouds. I have to say the masking fluid didn't quite work how I wanted it in the bottom of the picture, but I'm going to try and work with it. I have this bottle of stuff from an old Upcrate box that's supposed to remove watercolor, so I'm just trying to paint it on to see if I can fix the rays here and there. Well, that's it. This is my drawing for Scrawltober Day 6, Light. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe for more daily art. Thanks, see you soon!